Hello YouTube, how are you all doing today? Today we are taking a look at the AIMWIN PN320. This is an RMR red dot sight. We have it mounted to our AR-15 here in a side mount, 45-degree offset mount. We have a GT Media Hawkeye AI-15 thermal sight in the primary mount. So for close range speed shooting, we have our, really for any range out to 250 yards or so, we have our AIMWIN PN320 offset red dot sight. Now this is a 6061 housing, 2000 G shock rated, RMR footprint, 2 MOA dot with a 32 MOA outer circle. Battery life at the highest setting is 10,000 hours. Okay, let's do a little bit of an unboxing here. I'll show you what it comes with. Okay, now as you can see, the sight is already mounted to the gun, but we're going to show you what's in the box here. That's a nice tight seal there. Holy cow. So the first thing we have on top is an instruction manual. And there are the specifications I just told you about. We'll leave them there for a minute so you can read them. And pretty straightforward, no fuss, no muss, no fuss instruction manual. Shows you the parts included. Comes with the wrenches and all the stuff you would normally need. The reticles, of course, has the hollow circle, which is tremendous for shotguns. Windage and elevation, very simple. Okay. Next thing we have is a whole bunch of screws. It's always nice when they give you the extra screws you'll need. And we got 2 sets. 2 of these are in the mount. And it comes with a Picatinny mount also that the optic is on, and you can, of course, direct mount it to any RMR mount or right to the slide of an RMR pistol. We got a lens cloth, extra battery. Extra batteries are nice. And then it comes with this really nice tool, which honestly, I wish every red dot came with a tool like this. This is really nice. Stainless steel. Got plenty of leverage on it for turning, but not too much, so you're going to be grilling your screws. Really nice. I like it. I wish every single red dot, I reviewed tons of red dots, I wish every one of them came with one of these. Okay, now let's take a look at the features of this guy. Very straightforward and simple. We have our elevation and windage adjustments. It's a single Torx bolt mount on the side there. Can you see that? There we go. Single Torx bolt mount on the side. It's got a side feed battery tray there with 2 screws, nice and secure. And then right here are our adjustment buttons. Very, very, very simple. Super straightforward. Really easy to use. No complaints at all. Take a look through the glass right there. See, that glass is nice and clear. See if we can't get the reticle on screen here. Might be a little tricky in the side mount. Actually, let's turn it up. We're pretty bright out here. There we go. Nice bright circle dot. Now, this camera and all cameras tend to not focus on the dot. They want to focus downrange for reasons. I think they try to focus on the housing instead of the dot, which is kind of suspended in infinity. There's our dot right in the middle there. And these cameras never like to focus. Now this looks small on screen, but this is actually a pretty big dot. There we go, focused. You know, it's a 32 MOA outer circle. Just can't tell on screen here, but it is a nice, crisp, easy to see, very plain dot, very plainly visible dot. Now I have an astigmatism, and this dot still pretty crisp for me, so if you got good eyes, it's going to look fantastic. Okay, folks, so I test a lot of high-value budget red dots, which I guess this would be in the category of. This is under $200 on Amazon, and you know, I have a lot of experience testing these things, and in my experience, 2000 G shock rating is going to be fine for a Magnum handgun or a shotgun. The 6061 housing is going to be fine for casual hunting, home defense, lots of range use, stuff like that. For CCW and duty, I like a 7075 housing. But for recreational use and home defense where you're not out smashing your gun in the trees and stuff like that, 6061 is fine. Some people will tell you 6061 is even fine for CCW and all that. You know, your mileage may vary there. Okay, but this is a nice big window. The housing is very beefy, so it's a nice dot. Certainly in its price range, it's a very nice dot. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a bit of shooting with this guy. I have a 100-yard target down there across the way, across the water. People familiar with my channel will have seen me shoot that a million times. There is a 12 by 20 IDPA mini silhouette target down there. It is painted green. I will circle it on the screen. So what we're going to do is we're going to engage that at 100 yards. And then after we get done doing that, we're going to come over here, and there's my pistol range right here. And we're going to engage targets on that from first at about 30 yards. We'll switch back and forth. There's a 8-inch clanger, a mini bowling pin, and then a 8 by 12 mini silhouette at like an A-zone target. And we'll engage that back and forth, left and right. And then to top it all off, we'll get up nice and close and do a little bit of speed shooting, multiple target speed shooting, so you can see how quickly you can engage with something like this. Now, this red dot is certainly also suitable for use as a primary optic. This will be perfectly fine mounted up top in the 12 o'clock position as a primary optic. Okay, but I have the thermal up there, so we're in the 45-degree offset. And again, this would be fine on a shotgun. You know, 2,000 Gs is enough to withstand shotgun recoil. And of course, this would be fine on the slide of your pistol. So, really nice little unit. Let's test this thing out and see how well it does. Now, for this video, we're going to be using my CMMG Bravo kit for the AR-15. Converts any AR-15 into a .22 long rifle. I absolutely love these kits. Lets me shoot for 7 cents a round while still maintaining all the muscle memory and the manual of arms of my duty rifles, you know, of any AR-15. So the only thing you're really losing is the recoil and the blast, but that makes you go deaf anyway. So this is, you'll get 90% of the training potential out of your AR with one of these CMMG kits. And I have been using this for years, and I absolutely love them. They are the greatest. All right, let's set up here and do a little bit of shooting. All right, folks, so here we are. We've got our camera set up here. I moved in a little closer because the sun was, I'm filming this in the morning, and the sun is like right in the camera's wheelhouse in the morning, and it tends to glare things out. So I want you to be able to see this. We're going to zoom in a bit. There, you should be able to see it pretty much right in the screen. You see the overturned boat, and then right past the boat is the target. Now, that's a steel target, but it's attached with 2 posts. So instead of getting the characteristic ding, it's like a tick sound, like tick, tick, tick. You'll definitely hear it when I hit it. It's very easy to hear. So let's zoom back out here so you can see me in the frame. Make sure that I'm actually shooting these as I say I am. Okay, we're back at 1X. Now I'm going to step out front here and shoot this target offhand standing. This is a good deer hunting range in the East Coast woods, and this would be obviously the far side for self-defense as a citizen. And most people who are restricted to going to the range, you know, for recreation and all that, usually the farthest target's 100 yards. So this is going to be just at the right distance for your longest range to demonstrate its capabilities. Okay, here we go. Let me make sure I'm out of the screen. I don't want to block your image, your view. Okay, here we go. Okay, so that was 3 in a row. You heard that real quick and easy. Bang, bang, bang. No problemo. Let's shift over here. Okay, here's our targets here. Right here where I got the camera set up, it's about 25 yards. I'm going to take a couple steps forward just so I'm on screen. That'll be about 22, 23 yards. And we'll engage these targets left and right. And we got bolt lock open. As you can see, very, very easy. What we're going to do now, I'm going to grab a fresh mag. We're going to go into close range. I'm going to left and right, bang, 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 real quick. knock these targets out. All right, folks, so here we are. I'm at 7 yards. We're going to engage these targets left to right, rapid fire. And then if I kneel down, I can still see that target over there, which is about 80 yards, 85 yards from where I'm standing, the steel target across the lake. So I'm going to engage left to right a couple times, and then I'm going to kneel and hit some, fire some shots down there. You should hear the hits, no problem. Okay? All right. Here we go. Oh, chamber around. Okay, here we go. We're going to go from high ready. Okay, multiple hits down there, bunch of hits up here. Very fast setup. For a 45-degree setup, this is an excellent option. Okay, folks, so you got to see this guy in action. You saw it was very effective as a 45-degree offset mount. It would be equally effective up at 12 o'clock on the top of your rail. It would be equally effective mounted to a shotgun or a pistol. Very easy dot to see, very easy reticle to see. I really like it. Again, the hollow circle is phenomenal for shotgun shooting. Makes it much quicker to acquire targets with a shotgun. It's basic, straightforward red dot. It's got all the most essential features: auto on, auto off. I forgot to mention that. That's important to a lot of people. It's important to me because that really increases your battery life. And this is just an excellent option for people looking for a good budget red dot sight. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Free My Me out.